Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, in this video we will build the complete production style architecture using the Google Cloud PubSub, Dataflow, BigQuery and Python. So we will send the live streaming event to PubSub, process them using the Dataflow, and finally we will store them into the BigQuery in real time. So guys, this is one of the most important architecture used in the modern cloud data engineering. So guys, let's understand the flow. So before the flow, we let's go to the let's understand what is PubSub. So guys, basically guys, PubSub is a real-time messaging services where publisher can send the events to topic, and as it is done, then the other side, the consumer will consume the messages using the subscription, and it will process for processing or the analytics. Okay, so let's understand the flow. So in the flow, what we will do, we will the Python app generates the order events. So we will run one Python script where we will generate some mock data. Okay, and that mock data or the messages we will send to the PubSub topic. Okay, and once that is done, then our data flow reads the streaming messages, and data is transformed using the Apache Beam, and finally we will store the data uh, into the BigQuery in the real time. Okay, so let's begin guys. So guys, before we begin, so make sure that you have this below APIs are enabled, like PubSub API, then Dataflow API and BigQuery API in your GCP project. Okay, so guys, let's go one by one. For this PubSub, first step is that we need to create the topic. So to create the topics, yeah, we can there are two ways. You can create from the console as well, like if you go to the PubSub and create from here, create topic. Okay, and you can give the name. Okay, and you can just create. Yeah, we will create using the command line tool. So here is this command, gcloud pubsub topics create, and this is your actually the topic name. Okay, so let's create. So if you copy this one and let's go to the cloud shell, these commands will create the PubSub topic. So you can think of topic as a real-time messaging inbox. Okay, if I click here, okay, it is created. If we go to now here in the topic, if we just refresh this one, yeah, let me refresh this one. Yeah, here you will see our topic is now get created. Now let's go to the next step. So we need to create the subscription uh, for this topic. So to create the subscriptions, you can create from here as well, but yeah, we will use the command to create the subscription here. Gcloud pubsub subscriptions create order sub, and what is the topic for the subscription is nothing but order topic, right? So let me copy this one, let me go there, Control V, enter. Yeah, this will, yeah, though. So now here is the error. It is already there, right? So let me go to the subscription. It is already there. Okay, it is, let me go to the subscription. Yeah, it is already there. Let me delete this. Let me delete. Okay, so let's create again. Yeah, it's created. Let's refresh. Yeah, you will see our subscription is now created. Okay, now guys, to store our real-time data, we need to create the tables, right, in the BigQuery. So let's go to the BigQuery. Yeah, you can create, we need to create the data sets, and inside the data set we need to create the table. So here also the two ways guys, like first of all you can directly create the data set from here, but yeah, I will use the command line command to create the uh, data set. So like in the last video also we have done the same one, bqmk and the data set name. So let's paste and hit enter. You will see it's created successfully. If I go here and if I just refresh the content, you will see that it is now get created. It's now created, right? So now let's create the table to store the data. So here also the two way, like you can create from the console. Yeah, I will use this command to create the table. Control V, enter. Yeah, it is now created. If I just check here, yeah, the table is now created. And if you see here, there is a no data. Okay, so this table stores, guys, your streaming order data. So where we have the like order id, customer name, amount, and created it. So guys, the next thing is like you need to install these libraries like pip install Apache Beam GCP and pip install Google Cloud pops up. You can run this command into the Cloud Shell. I already installed, so make sure that you have installed this these libraries. Okay. So guys, the next one is our main thing, which is nothing but this publisher code. Publisher is nothing but which is actually sending the messages to our topic. Okay, so here we have created some dummy data. Okay, so guys, here these are the common like this JSON, date, time, random time, and this is the we need to use the pub sub in our code, so that's why you have added this pub sub. So guys, here in the project id you have to mention your project id, like you will get from the here. Okay, you will get your project id here. Now then the topic, like what the topic we have created. Okay, then guys, this is the publisher kind we need to create to use in the further code. So topic path, like we have given the order id, like top project id, and the topic id we have to mention here. So guys, here some of the dummy customers I have taken, like these are the some dummy customers I have taken. So guys, in this one, like what we will do, we are creating some random or the dummy data. Okay, and then we are publishing into the topic. Okay, so messages are streamed continuously here, and if you see here, we are giving some 2-second delay, like every 2 seconds the data will be inserted to the your BigQuery topic. Okay, so guys, this is all about the publisher code. So let's go to the our data flow code. Like let's say once your data is published into the topic, the next thing is like from that topic we need to insert that data to the BigQuery, right? So we will use the data flow job to publish those messages into the BigQuery. So guys, this is one of the Apache Beam code we have written. Let's go one by one. So guys, here we have imported the Beam object, pipeline options, and the JSON one. Here you need to mention your project ID. This is actually the subscriptions, like what are the subscription path you have. You have to give your subscription here. This is our BigQuery table, like this is the BigQuery table we have to mention. So this is very important, guys. Like here pipeline options like streaming equal to true and save main session equals to true, because our pipeline is in the streaming mode, right? Then guys, the next one, this is actually our main code. uh, this is actually our the main pipeline. So here first of thing is like we are reading from the pub sub, like what are the for these subscriptions, what are the messages are there, so we are reading from the this first step. Then we are parsing the JSONs, like here we have written one class that is parse messages. So here we are just converting our JSON byte to JSON, and we will return some formatted rules. And then finally we are writing into the BigQuery table with the schema. Write dispositions equals to write append, like we are just inserting adding the new data. We will not truncate the table every time. Create dispositions if the table is not if needed is, then we will create the table. Okay, that first thing is that we need to run this publisher code. We need to run the data flow code. So to check whether our data is coming or not. So in the streaming mode, the data will append into the BigQuery. Okay, so let's guys run this streaming pipeline. So guys, to run this streaming pipeline, like we need to, yeah, in one of the video I've explained, like we have to use this, we are using the command line tool, command line is streaming pipeline.py. Here you need to mention the runner as a data flow runner. You need to mention the project, then region, US central 1, temp location, and the staging locations, right? So let's run. Yeah, and if you go to the data flow, yeah, here you will see that our data flow job is running. Okay, yeah, now guys, our data flow job is running. Now guys, let's run our publisher code, okay, to publish the message in the topic. So to run the publisher code, you need to use, we have to run this publisher.py. So let me run this one, hit enter. So if you see guys, our message is now getting published in our topic. So let's check the BigQuery table whether our data is getting inserted into the BigQuery table or not. If you go to the BigQuery table, let me expand this. Let's click on the query, star, enter. See now it is a 79 row. Now if you run the that one, now it's 84 row. Every time you will query, your rows will get increased. Now 87, 90, then 92, 93. Okay, so this means, so guys, our data is now getting in real time. Okay, and here if you go, you will also see the same thing. Here it's now 50. This is a preview. If you see here, there is a straightforward warning. Yeah, here also if I just run again and again, then our streaming data is inserted. It's, okay, so hit enter. Okay guys, let's, you will see here, the preview may not show all the data being streamed to BigQuery. If you want to check the search bar, select the statement one of the table. Okay, so guys, this is all about our streaming pipeline. Like this is the way that you can read the data from the PubSub and write to the BigQuery using the streaming pipeline. So why we use the data flow instead of direct PubSub to BigQuery? So because guys, data flow supports your ETL transformations, filtering, aggregations, windowing, error handling, auto scaling. So guys, that's why we use the data flow. So guys, this is how the real time streaming pipelines are built in the Google Cloud platform. So if this video help you guys, you can like, share, and subscribe, and comment which GCP service you want to next on the your our data engineering channel. Thank you guys.